hurry, hurry, hurry. Ready, old giggle water and quilt? What you say? No boulder dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to The Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, breaking the seal all over the finer things of life, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
Oh, yeah. Welcome in, everybody.
Hey.
Is The Unfiltered Gentleman.
What up?
I'm Greg. That's Scott. Cheers. That's Dan.
Beers.
Oh, you win. Oh, welcome in. Thank you for listening. Thanks for telling all your friends about the show.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you don't like the show. Thanks for telling the people you hate about the show.
That's right.
Especially your coworkers. We wouldn't be famous without you. Hey, we're famous.
That's true.
Yeah, we're totally famous.
That's not what I was laughing about.
Oh, okay, good. We had free beer last week.
That's right.
What are you laughing about? Oh, God, welcome in. This is episode 20, batch 22, I should say. God, it's halfway through December already.
Holy crap.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Good Lord. Holy Christmas.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Well,
Dan's got another Christmas movie.
I do.
Yeah, he teased it last
man.
week.
I got Christmas covered.
Very excited to talk about this one. Christmas movie coming up. We got Chick of the Week. Got beer news, crotch talk, Beer Girl. Ooh, Beer Girl's back.
Hell yeah.
You got real tough about that.
I did.
Yeah. But first, I should tell you that our burp word of the week is chocolate porter. Dan, who I put all my faith in last
I
week.
know. You know, I got to say, I did try it, and nobody heard it because it was terrible.
Oh,
But
really?
Yeah,
Try
I
it,
did
man.
try it.
I didn't know.
I was like, oh. Nobody
I
heard
thought you
it.
just
Thank
making
God.
a weird noise.
It was a weird noise. That's why. It was a pathetic attempt. I'll try again.
Oh, please.
I'll try again.
Chocolate porter. I figure it's appropriate for, like a Christmas time beer.
Okay, almost impossible for me, but I will give it a try.
Hell, if you just burped out homebrew still, you can still give Dan the beginner words from last week.
Okay, I'll try.
You know what's weird is, like, I feel like all of us, I mean, Scott's always been, the fucking Larry Legend over there
Yes.
with the burps, but we all used to fucking knock him down.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Last few weeks to a month or so, I don't know if we're just not drinking carbonated enough beers. Maybe
Something's
our
going on.
beer choice has gotten so good that it's not just carbonated bubbly water
Right.
anymore, I don't know. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Start hitting the natty ice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Never mind, I'll just not burp. I'm sure the listeners prefer we don't burp.
Probably.
There is that. Yeah. So, all right. Before we get any further, let's find out what the beer girl is drinking over there on the East Coast.
What's this? A broad drinking beer? Must be a she-devil.
Heyo, it's Dale, also known as It's the Beer Girl, coming at you from snowy western Massachusetts. Today's beer is a brown ale called the Brown Note, and it is brewed by Against the Grain Brewery and Smokehouse in Kentucky.
Brown note.
I'm not gonna lie, I bought this beer specifically because I liked the beer art. I don't know if liked is the right word. It caught my eye for sure. Just imagine the can is like the back of a man in tighty whities, and he's got some little love chubs spilling over. The back of his legs are tatted, and he's got a nice brown stain on the undies there. So, yeah, caught my eye, and I got it. Guilty as charged.
You want to run right out and buy any of that.
I've
Yeah.
noticing that a lot of
So
breweries
thirsty.
are putting a lot of focus on the aesthetics of their can and the art and the labels, because you really do have to catch a buyer's eye in this like oversaturated market.
Show me your
But
cans.
obviously that should not be the reason you're buying beer. But in this case, I had to try it. Come on. The can claims that this is the brown ale to end all brown ales, and that there's
you
no
shit
reason to
yourself.
drink any other.
Yep.
I'm not a huge brown ale fan, so if that is the case,
I'm
then
not anymore.
it'll be nice to have one standard that is really delicious. So this 5% ABV beer pours a light brown color. There's not a whole lot of carbonation that I can see, and I didn't get any head on my beer. I've read a lot of comments that say that they had like real thick head, so that's kind of interesting, but that is how it is. Has a really light aroma, mostly like biscuity and malty. The beer's got a lighter mouthfeel. It tastes kind of sweet, leaning towards caramel, a little bit of chocolatey, a little bit of coffee, I would say. I didn't see a whole lot of carbonation, and that's because it's not there, at least in my can. So I'm not a big brown ale fan, like I said, but I wouldn't say this is the best ever, but it's not the worst ever. It's not even close to the worst ever. It's an enjoyable beer. It's perfectly fine.
There you go.
But I am curious if any of you or anyone listening has ever bought a beer just because of the bottle or the can label. And did it live up to the hype?
Oh.
Let me know. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye. I've done some alcohol purchasing
Yeah.
due to the art.
Yeah, I'll co-sign that. I mean, I've bought, I'm trying to think, I think there was a Sharkinator was one that just I mean, it was a shark, like a Terminator. I'm like, I'm going to get that. I'm going to try it out. You got me. You combined two awesome things, Terminator and shark. I'm ready to go. You got me.
I know for sure I've done it with wine.
Oh, really?
Back before I knew anything about wine, I was just like, that looks cool.
That's a pretty bottle.
That's pretty.
Party.
Yeah, there's sometimes
Got a party mouth.
sometimes they just attract you to their stickers.
I agree.
So, and speaking of brown ales,
Yeah.
let's talk about what we're drinking over here.
Sure.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for beer of the week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
We are drinking Lagunitas Brown Sugar.
Brown sugar.
Sugar. I've actually never had this one before.
No, I haven't.
Me either.
Oh, well. Everybody's new. Everybody's chair is getting popped. Heard of it. Never had it. Beer Advocate gives it a 90. The Bros also gave it a 90.
Wow.
That was nice
right.
of them to finally like something.
There you-
Stingy bastard. Untapped has it at a 379. It's not. It's all right for Untapped. 9.8%, 51 IBUs. Lagunitas describes it as an aborted batch of their old gnarly wine ended up tasting nearly as good as they were hoping for. So they bottled it. God bless capitalism. Love it. This is good. You said quarter?
Chocolate quarter.
Chocolate quarter.
Nothing like a chocolate quarter.
I love this chocolate quarter.
This is good. This proud. Wow, poured. I better prow some more. This poured with very little head, and it's got a caramely, ambery brown color to it.
Yep.
Smells a little sugary.
I gotta say too, I gotta agree with the beer girl that I don't know. I'm not a big, and I'm brown, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big brown beer fan. I don't know. It's kind of lower on the totem pole for me as far as you know, IPAs and everything are concerned. But I don't know. I kind of dig this one. This one's pretty good.
Now, this is not a brown ale per se. This is a Belgian strong. I think they.
Oh, okay.
They quantify it. Wow. They call it a
Quantum leap.
Yeah, exactly. I shouldn't have closed the page where I had all the information on it. Yeah, brown ales are not... Yeah, American strong ale is what this one's considered. Brown ales tend to be a little light for me in both flavor and mouthfeel and I always...
True.
I'm always left wanting a little more
Right.
after a brown ale.
Yeah, me too.
So
Kind
maybe...
of that way just about anything I drink.
Oh, yeah. You got to have another and then another and
Yeah.
then another. So,
I might be a drunk. I don't know.
might be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Jury's still out.
Yes.
Yeah. Have a couple more beers, we'll figure it out.
I have to ask my passengers.
Oh,
Man.
Steve agrees. Steve Sarkisian, everybody. So, anyways, Lagunitas Brown
Calls our
Sugar.
show.
Yeah. It's good stuff for being sellouts.
Yeah.
It's true. True.
I agree.
Some good sellouts.
Yeah, I think Lagunitas, as you say, being a sellout, they still have some pretty good beers.
They do. They're still making good stuff. Maybe they haven't totally sold out yet.
Yeah, because a lot of the places that sell out, then their beer kind of gets watery and loses the good.
I agree.
Something happens
Ballast
to it, right?
Point.
Yeah, Ballast Point.
Yeah.
We bitch about that a lot.
Oh
but
yeah. I mean, yeah. You listen to the show. We've well documented how they fell off a little bit. So
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so that's what we're drinking. Let's do a little crotch talk.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for a crotch talk.
It is indeed. Not so much a grievance. I wanted to tell you guys about the amazing research I did the other night.
Right on.
Oh, God, it was so
nice.
good. So I went to one of my favorite places around here, Wade's Wines.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm,
That's the
Dan's been
spot,
there.
man.
Yeah, oh, God. They were doing an Avery specialty beer flight. Everything, it was all Avery. And so I had the Avery Brewing Czar 2014, their Vanilla Bean 2015, their Samuel's 2016, and Beast 2016. Czar was pretty good. It's an Imperial Stout. It's 8.5%. It was a little light for my Imperial Stoutiness, but it's still pretty good.
And are these all aged beers? Like you're saying the years, like...
Yeah, these are all barrel aged to some extent. Yes.
Okay, right on.
So that was 2014. Number 2 was the Avery Brewing Vanilla Bean 2015. This might have been my favorite. It was a little sweet, but really had a great finish to it.
Okay.
Mix of vanilla and that caramely goodness that Sticky Monkey has from those bourbon barrels. Had a little bit of that to
Getting
it.
thirsty over here.
Yeah, have a swig. That one was 11.5%. It only goes up from here. The Samuel's 2016, 16.3%. That was an oak-aged ale. That was really good. It was cool because you really, really taste the oak. It was kind of a nice, you'd be able to like pick out the different flavors.
Okay, right on.
And then Beast 2016 was a Grand Cru, 16.8%. It was pretty good. Probably my least favorite of the flight, but still quite delicious. I talked to the representative from Avery there for a while. He's a cool guy. And, we had some of his beer, and I was like, all right, what else do you recommend that's maybe not necessarily your people? And so we're going through some beers.
Oh, wow, there you go.
Yeah, he recommended some stuff for us. So that was pretty cool. He was a fun guy to hang out with. I told him about the show, and he was actually pretty interested. I'm going to try and get him on the podcast.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
Maybe see if he'll come on, talk
Right
a little
on.
beer with us. Yeah, that was fun. So then after my official Avery flight, I went on to more flights. I had a collaboration from Avery and Russian River. It's called Collaboration, Not Litigation. It was all right. My complaint about it is it felt like instead of being like a beer that was put together by two different places, it was just two different beers mixed together.
Oh,
Kind
really?
of didn't totally fit. It was fine though. I mean, it
Okay.
was two great beer makers. How bad could it be?
That's interesting.
I had Avery's 23rd anniversary. It was fucking delicious. It was, I think they called it a wild. It wasn't quite as sour as a wild. It tasted like a Capri Sun.
Oh, wild?
In the best way possible. It was so good.
I didn't know that was a category.
Yeah, a wild. It's like a sour, like a farmhouse
Really?
ale or sour. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's really good. Of course, I had a mocha IPA from Stone because it was on there, and I love those.
There
Those
you
are
go.
good.
Great as always. I had a Cascade Creek 2015. It's a sour. It was very tart. Tasted very cherry-ish. It was good. Couldn't put down a lot of those, though. No six-pack of those, that's for sure. Had a Mega Black House. If you, people have probably seen Black House from modern times. Mega Black House is their mega delicious version. Love it. Whenever I see it, I get it. I had, let's see, what was it? So Happens It's Tuesday from the brewery.
That's what it's called. So happens it's Tuesday.
So Happens It's Tuesday.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was effing delicious. If I had to describe it, it tasted like they did a Sticky Monkey and a Black House mixed together. It was like caramely and bourbony and coffee. It was just, God, yeah.
Yummy.
Boner in a bottle. Had St. Archer's Imperial Coffee Porter. Oh, God, it's really good. It tasted like you're drinking a cold brewed coffee that could get you drunk. It's delicious. And then I had the brewery's Smoking Wood. That was okay. At first, you got like hits of bacon. It was like, oh, this is kind of fun. It tastes like bacon. And then the aftertaste was just smoke.
No.
Yeah, it was like being in Vegas.
Oh, man, you had me at bacon. And then,
Yeah,
Damn.
that's. We asked the guy who's working there, not the Avery guy, but the guy who was working there, and it's like, hey, how about this one? He goes, that's one of my favorites. Like, really? He goes, oh, it's bacon. It's like, well, fucking pour it up.
That's
why,
right.
Why are you still standing there?
Yeah, I've already had breakfast.
Right.
Now you tell me.
Right. Yeah, it was bacon at first, and then just a shit ton of smoke. So it was fine. That was hard to stomach. That
Right.
the extra smoky flavor is a little too much for me.
I can't, that's interesting. You could put that in a beer though. Like I just almost want to taste it just to like you could put smoky in a beer. Like
Wade's Wines, Westlake Village, California.
Damn.
I mean, you can try it. Maybe they
Gotta
still have
try
on
it,
tap.
man.
Yeah. So
get that smoker's cough.
yeah, just from drink. You been smoking, Dan? No, I've been drinking. Yeah, so that was good. Went on from there that night. First of all, we Ubered.
Oh,
It was
good
with
job.
the lady friend.
There you go.
You know, a few weeks back, I talked about hanging out with Dan. The lady friend was out of town. Ubered to 5 Threads, got hammered, and stumbled my way home. And
Yes.
didn't remember most of it. Barely made it to work the next day.
Mm-hmm.
This was not unlike that night. So went to Wade's, Ubered to Wade's with the lady friend. And then Wade's closes a little early, like 9 or 10 or whatever. So we went over to 5 Threads.
Uh-huh.
Had a couple of few there. And then one of the bartender ladies was like, hey, I'm going to this place. You want to come with? So we went with, had another couple of drinks there. And then Ubered home. I have a new cut on my elbow.
Oh my god!
Not far from the other cut.
Holy
as I'm
crap.
showing the gentleman in the room here. Have no idea. This time I have no idea because the other one I only know why it's there is because I was on the phone with my sober girlfriend. Well, sober girlfriend was drunk and she was with me. So we have no idea why I have this cut on my arm. The whole right side of my body's a little sore.
You don't know why?
No idea.
Holy shit!
Literally no idea. Like I got hammered.
Wow.
And to top it all off, the most embarrassing part, and I shouldn't tell this on a show about beer drinking
Let's
and
do it.
being proud of our beer drinking.
Hey, it happens.
Did something I haven't done in years.
Threw up.
I threw up.
No.
Not only did I throw up that night, I woke up, started making breakfast. In the middle of making breakfast, I had to say, watch the bacon. And I went and threw up again.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Yeah, it was rough.
You must have drank a shitload of beers, dude.
I drank a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, do you ever, like, you know, you drink so much beers and yeah, it's beer. And the hangover should be easy because it's just beer.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're mixing around beers, like sometimes I feel like it amplifies it. And like
Yeah.
you wake up in the morning and you could have that beer taste in your mouth. Like, I don't know why. Like, I mean, it tastes good going in, but when you wake up the next morning, you still
No.
taste beer. Like, that's like,
I mean, some of these beers I was drinking was 16%.
Right.
You know, I wasn't drinking light
right.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like I'm in a yak and I'm like, no, it's beer. I'll be fine.
Yeah. A lot of times I do feel like, you get to the point
Right.
like, oh, I'm feeling a little yakkish.
Right.
And to the point where sometimes I even make my way to the bathroom or close to it.
Right.
And it's like, oh, no, I'm fine, just beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that night.
No, man.
No,
'Cause,
no,
yeah,
no.
I think the closest I've ever been where it's like, oh, I need a Baconator or something. Like,
Right.
that I'm
Yeah.
fucking hungover.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like, I'll feel like I can't eat the food because I feel like I'm going to fucking throw up.
But you know that
I
if
eat
you
it.
do eat it, you'll be so much better.
Exactly. So I force myself to eat it and I feel much better. But like you said, that's the very closest I've ever been is where like I can't eat it. Like I physically have to like make myself chew the food to make it go down and everything. So
I tell you, man, it's been a while since I've had one of
wow.
these. Especially not just that night. Like I'd say probably at least the most recent memory of throwing up was a Booten rally.
Right.
You know, it's like, all right, I threw up, but it was more due to the volume than the level of drunkenness. Like I just put way too much liquid in me way too fast,
Right,
and I had to
right.
like throw it up and like, all right,
okay.
we're drinking some more.
Yeah.
This was not that.
No.
This was so much goddamn alcohol where I fucking puked and puked and puked, went to bed, woke up, ate one piece of bacon, and then puked and puked and puked and puked.
Oh man.
And then I got out of the bathroom, like sat there for a minute, had a cup of coffee, and was able to like force breakfast down. And once I could force it down, I was
Yeah.
okay.
Exactly.
But whew, buddy,
Yeah. I
God,
think-
I feel like an amateur.
The one time I did throw up from drinking, I was
Damn
it.
man.
Sorry.
I was
Get
in
the chocolate out.
Jamaica and I was drinking
Yeah, man.
yeah, and I was drinking rum punches.
Oh, shit.
But I was drinking them out of a pineapple. So like I was like, okay, so I was drinking, I was just putting it down. I was like, this is the last night, I'm gonna get drunk as fuck. And I thought I only went up maybe 4 or 5 times to refill my pineapple, which is plenty.
Sure.
With rum and punch.
It's a big pineapple.
Yeah, people told me you went up like 10 or 11 times. Dude. I was like, no way. So yeah, that time there was pictures of me. I was like knocked out. Like I don't know how I dressed myself to go to dinner and everything. I was trashed. And then that the next or that night, I was thinking like I'm gonna throw up. It's gonna happen. I was
Yeah,
like,
here
no.
it comes.
Yeah, but I was saying no, I don't do that. I don't throw up. I get drunk and blah blah blah. And I started. I was like, oh. Here it comes. And I ran to the bathroom. I started throwing
Did you make
up.
it to the bathroom?
I did. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I did. But yeah, and there was my girlfriend at the time, like, because she would get angry because I would drink and drink and drink, and then nothing bad happens to me. The next morning, I'm like, oh, let's do it again. She's like, fuck you, like you know. So that time I was throwing up. She goes, that's right, that's what you get. And I was like, shut up, I'm trying to throw up over here, man. So it was like, God, so
let me puke in peace.
Exactly. So I just puked that one time, and then the next morning I was like, we had to wake up at 6 a.m. to make the flight back home, and
God.
I looked like I was smuggling crackers. I just did not look good. So
in your butt.
yeah, exactly. I looked terrible. I
put there by a Jamaican.
wearing the shit from yesterday. Didn't do my hair. Didn't shower. Nothing. I looked terrible. So
Whew, let me tell you, Saturday was a wasted day. Saturday was lost, and then at like I don't know.
You know.
Like,
I'm sorry. And on top of that, not to like, you know, roll over your story or anything, but I puked so hard, I blew a blood vessel in my eyeball.
So did my girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, she puked too. I wasn't the only puker.
Oh shit!
But I was the only puker the next day.
Oh man!
Oh god!
I think you guys have 2 bathrooms, man.
Oh, why do you think we have 2 bathrooms?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Holy
Puking and
shit.
shitting.
Yeah, but yeah, I blew a blood vessel. I was like, "What happened to your eyes?" You don't want to know.
Yeah, your dick slapped. Oh god, that was a rough Saturday. Oh, then at like 7:30, 8 o'clock Saturday evening, I get a text from a friend who I very rarely see. She has kids now, so when she's free, it's like, oh yeah, let's go hang out. Like, hey, we accidentally ran into a babysitter tonight. We're gonna have a date night. You guys want to meet up? I was like, sorry, no. I said, we haven't changed. We haven't showered. We've hardly moved from the couch. Like literally, the only time I went outside that day was to piss the dog.
Well, that's cool to have somebody with you that's experiencing the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rough Saturday.
I bet.
Haven't had one of those in a while. Well, actually, about 2 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But before that, it's been a while.
Oh,
no,
man.
haven't puked. I told her, I said, look, I got fucked up with you, with Dan, and had to go to work the next day. But even that wasn't as bad as what her and I did last week.
Holy shit, man.
Whew. It's a lot of beer.
It sounded like a good time up until you had to throw up.
Yeah, it was a good time up until about 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, you know what? I had this discovery about myself. This might be taking it too far because more puke talk. But
hey, let's go for it.
You know, I felt sick after going out with you a few weeks ago, but I did not puke.
Right.
And
nothing personal.
Right.
It doesn't sound good out of context. Huh?
Had we had one more beer, you pussy. No, but like I got home, I was like, oh, I'm feeling sick. What? I ended up not puking. This time, I was feeling fine till I got home, and I was like, oh, now I'm going to puke, and it did. I figured out what the X factor is, what the common whatever is. Both times, Ubered home, sat in the back seat. I think sitting in the back seat of an Uber or any car is making me a little car sick.
You think so?
I mean, I think it's heavily influenced by what I drank. Like, don't get me wrong. This is not just like I'm sober and I sat in the back seat and now I'm going to puke. But I think something about being in the back seat is making it worse.
Could be.
I've heard people who get car sick in the back seat, and I never knew myself to be one of those. But I think when I'm at a point like 8-0,
right.
Yeah, I think the back seat's fucking my shit up.
That could be, or it could be like the 11 or 12 beers that you had during the course of the day.
It could be a little mixture of both.
Could be the lady friend.
Maybe she's making me puke.
Didn't puke with Dan.
That's true. No.
He's a better kisser.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
Supposed to not talk about that on the show.
Yeah, hey.
So, anyways, I had a great beer research night until I got home.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. No research happened on Saturday.
Nope. I bet not.
Lost, yeah. Picked it back up on Sunday, though.
Hey, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hair of the dog, eh?
Yeah, well, day later.
The day.
Yeah.
Whenever you get to that dog, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Poor dog. What else? Oh, last week we introduced our groupie Elvia with her sports facts and quotes and trivia and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much quotes. Anyways, she's back again. She promised and she delivered much better than we can say. And here she is with her second rendition of her little sports trivia.
Mm-hmm.
Hello everyone, it's Elvia. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's segment. As I had mentioned, today I will be talking about Will Chamberlain's records.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew, but he currently holds 72 records. And the most impressive thing is that out of those 72, 68 of them he holds by himself. So needless to say, the Big Dipper dominates the NBA record book. And the funny thing is that he's not just the top guy in the record list. Not at all, actually. Several cases on these records, he's actually the number 1, number 2, and number 3. So I don't know about you guys, but
Just like me and
I think it's
Pukey
hard to
last
believe
weekend.
that there will be another player who can dominate as many statistical categories as Wilt did. But in choosing some of the records to discuss today, I have 2 of them that I really find the most impressive, in my opinion. And one of them is the double triple-double, and it actually remains as the only triple-double in history. And earlier this year, this year marked the 25th anniversary of that double triple-double. In that game, he was playing against the Detroit Pistons, and he scored 22 points, which actually is low for him, 25 rebounds, and 21 assists, and they won that game. So that was awesome. To date, no other NBA player in the league's history has accomplished such a feat. Although I would guess to venture that Russell Westbrook seems to be inspired by this record, and maybe he wants to see if he can get close to it.
He's getting
I mean, I
close.
might be a little ahead of myself, but if there's going to be someone, it might be him. That's just my 2 cents. And the other record I want to talk about is, I mean, how can we forget his 100-point game against the Knicks in 1962? For those of you that, obviously were not alive, I wasn't. I'm sure Scott remembers that.
Hey.
It was in 1962.
Low blow.
So that night,
Wow.
he actually scored 100 of Philly's 169 points to beat the Knicks. 20 of those points were actually for free throws. He shot 36 of 63 from the floor, and then the rest of his team combined for 52 attempted field goals. I mean, that is just impressive, and I can say that I don't think anybody can do. I mean, although some people have attempted, I think the only other player in history that has come close to that mark with his 81-point game against the Raptors in 2006 was Kobe Bryant, of course. But other than that, we'll have to see. Maybe history will not repeat itself. So in my opinion, these 2 records will be most likely never be broken in my lifetime. Interestingly, actually, when I was doing my research, I did find that one of Chamberlain's records was broken this year. It was broken by Andrew Drummond. And albeit it's an embarrassing record to break, but this is it. Drummond actually missed 23 free throws against the Rockets, in which in turn he was passing Chamberlain's mark of 22. So, hey, I guess some records are meant to be broken.
Shaq's record
Needless to
was.
say, it is obvious that, Will is all about numbers when it came to the NBA.
True.
But it also seemed that he had set some record with his alleged sexual promiscuity. Although there's no way
Me
to
too.
confirm, he is also notorious for his claim that he has had sex with as many as 20,000 women. That's a lot of women.
It sure is.
He obviously
Amateur.
gets around or got around. Anyways, I'm sure that there's
That's
other
a
amazing
weekend for me.
records, but unfortunately we don't have the time to discuss them all. I mean, you can let me know what other records you think are impressive by him, but he is for sure a legend. And next week I will be talking to you about the buzzing comparison between Oscar Robertson and Russell Westbrook. So hopefully you'll join us
Big O.
and chime in and give me your opinion on that. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. Thank you.
Thank
She's
you.
so much smarter than us.
No kidding.
I
I
know.
would say
learned a
about Wilt Chamberlain that his 100-point game, historians say that the Sixers at the time were purposely fouling the Knicks so that they would hurry up and shoot free throws or give the ball up so that Wilt Chamberlain can go back on the other end and score some points. So that it was a little bit of fouling going back and forth, extending the game, allowing Wilt Chamberlain to get to 100 points.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But, I mean, was that at that point he'd already gotten to like 86?
It was something like that. But it was
already
like-
gotten to a
but-
stupid number.
But can you imagine if the Lakers started fouling the Raptors so when Kobe had about 60 and they started fouling on purpose, like, hey, let's get the ball back quicker, and then Kobe started
That's
scoring
true.
and scoring and scoring, he probably could have had 120.
Should have done it against the Jazz last year. Or this year, technically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding. He probably would've. And another record, not to add too much, but Wilt Chamberlain is someone I have a lot of stats for, and I probably shouldn't. I don't know.
You respect his sexual prowess. and
Well,
stuff.
I mean, He's also never fouled out of a game.
Oh, wow.
And for a
I didn't
big
know
man, that's really impressive if you think about it. But I don't know. Like, I read Bill Simmons' book, and they said it was kind of a hindrance because they said that players knew that he was very into himself about his own records, so that if he had 5 fouls, he would purposely play that Olay defense, and he wouldn't play defense, and people would just go right by him and score because they knew Will Chamberlain was going to pick up that 6th foul.
Yeah.
Really?
He's more into his own stats.
Yeah.
Sounds like Allen Iverson.
He's a little egotistical. I used to think that he was better than Bill Russell, but having read Bill Simmons' book and testimonies from other people, gotta say Bill Russell, man, he's a winner.
Wow.
He's a Celtic. I hate to say it, but
Chamberlain liked to pad his stats, huh?
he did.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
It's not as good as Magic.
No, he's not.
Magic's
the man.
Of course. Of course.
Best of all time.
Played with AIDS.
Wow. Oh, it was only the HIV. How dare you?
Yeah.
He injected himself with money. Thank you, Elvia. If you guys want to follow her, NeverGuilty187 on the Instagrams. I'm excited to see what next week holds.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All the women that Chamberlain slept with, it kind of brings in a whole new meaning to Wilt Still. Yeah.
He still some bitches.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. You don't think she was one? Wait a minute.
Oh, hey.
Oh, wait. She said she wasn't alive back then.
Oh.
Were you one of them?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Here we go.
Well, I'm old enough.
Yeah.
That
is
happened.
true.
Come to think of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold
man.
on a second.
Wait a
go.
minute.
Oh, God. Anyways, Instagram her. Send her a message what stats or whatever she should be talking about. I'm interested.
Yeah, me too.
And Dan's like a fucking encyclopedia, so
Yeah.
brings up good conversation.
Yeah, especially when I get drunker.
Yeah.
It all starts coming out.
All of a sudden, you're able to admit you read Bill Simmons' book.
Yeah. All of a sudden,
I didn't even know you could read.
ESPN wants to hire me.
Yeah.
Danipedia.
Yeah.
They bring him in for an interview, and he's sober. He's like,
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
what happened? We thought you knew all this stuff.
I need
Like,
my muse.
yeah.
I'd be the only guy with a beer bottle sitting next to him on the ESPN round table.
Hate to be crass, but you guys have a Sixer?
Yeah.
The team? The 76? No.
He'd have to show up on the late night ESPN shows.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
And then, hey, like Magic's like, you know what? I need one too. You're like, hey, it'd be like start a new thing, man. It'd be awesome. Drinking beer with Magic Johnson.
That would be
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
Here's Drunk Dan for more information.
Be more accurate than other people that
That's
have
right.
podcasted with us.
Check my facts. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm drunk.
Google that shit.
I'm drunk. You can't catch me.
Yeah. You know he's right if he's drunk.
That's right.
Old-timey word of the week. This time it's blue nose. Blue nose. It's a term for a prude or individual deemed to be a killjoy.
Oh, really? Like a
Yes.
Buzz Killington.
Exactly.
Blue nose.
Yeah, so those cake eaters were never a blue nose.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh, man. That's interesting. I like that one.
Yeah,
Blue
and if you're
nose.
too big of a blue nose, you'll never get the bubs.
That's right.
I like how it always goes back to bubs.
It does.
It really does.
Yeah.
And speaking of which,
Hot damn, fellas, it's dish of the day.
her name is Ashley Elise. You can find her on the Instagrams at Ashhansy. ASHH. It's 2 H's. Not a triple H, but 2 H's. ANCEY. She likes herself some beer. She likes to put on beer shirts.
Hey.
Hopefully take them off.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. That's
At some
rude.
point, they got to come off.
That's right.
Got to pop the top sometime. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
Wait, what are you saying?
Oh,
Huh?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Anyways, check her out. Ashhansy on the Instagram. She is quite easy on the O-host, as Dan's people would say.
I like that.
Just for you, buddy.
Thank you.
You and Elvia,
Yeah.
who is Elvis with an A.
Oh, that's right.
Elvis, right? Now it works.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. Anyways,
Elvisa. That's what we'll call her. Elvisa.
Elvis.
Help us.
Before we find out who's next, let's talk a little news.
Extra, extra, fellas, it's news for you.
I can't wait to talk about the movie. So real quickly, I'll run through some beer news. Port is canning now. Port Brewing. I love me some Port Brewing. They're going to start canning High Tide and Mongo. That will be nice.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Let's see here. Oh, Firestone is going to start distributing in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
Aloha, bitches. Good news for you. Starting January 16th, 2017, they're going to begin their January rollout.
Wow.
They're going to feature Luponic Distortion, Easy Jack, Union Jack, and Pivo pills, as well as, and this one hits home, 805.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We are from the 805.
That 805 Doug. It's just crazy seeing it certain places.
It's
like,
weird, right? Like,
yeah.
because it was only here in the 805, and then it kind of went into LA a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I say here we are in LA, we're not in the 805, but and then it's you start to go out of the region of where the 805 is, and it's like, oh, you guys have 805? That's kind of cool. None of you know what it means.
I don't want it. I'm from the 805, and I don't want it. But
it's a little light for my taste.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what's interesting though is I always go, oh, like 805. I was like, that's way too light. It's a honey blonde. I had one the other day. I don't remember why. But I had one. Oh, I think it was like that or something crappy. It was at a party or something. And I was like, oh yeah, I forget how good this is.
You know what? I was about to say that. Like, as far as like, especially because we're in the 805 now. And well, I am. But like, for someone to bring over a beer. And make it like, this is what we're going to drink today. Like, you at a party, you're going to bring over some beer. Right. People bring over, Budweiser or, just like a generic beer. We're in the 805. That's a generic beer.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's definitely like a Bud Light replacement.
Exactly. Because like I'm just so much into this craft beer now that my palate's just changed. Like I can't put down Modelo or none of that crap anymore. But someone had brought over some 805, I think, for my draft or something, and I was like, oh, you know what? It's like, here's some 805. I guess I'll choke this down. And I was drinking. I was like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I forgot how good it is.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not my style of choice.
Right.
But for what it is, it's great.
Like, yeah.
It's a great honey blonde ale.
Yeah, if you want to have a good time playing some beer pong, 805.
Yeah. Way better than drinking Budweiser.
Exactly, because that's a punishment. If you want to have some fun drinking.
Right. If you want to lose.
Yeah, exactly. Go back to the old days that I remember so well when it was like, I get to drink again.
Yay!
Yeah, go with some 805. There you go.
God, I can't play beer pong without another cup in my hand.
Exactly.
I got to have my satellite.
Me too.
I played beer pong last week with some people who, A, did not allow swatting of the bounces.
Oh, man. Come on.
Well, it's like, oh, okay, so all I'm going to do is fucking bounce everything then.
Right.
Just throw it against the table.
That's the whole point. You get to find out who's still got their reflexes.
Right.
I am the man when I'm drunk.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I'm so good at
Except one night I got way too drunk and I swatted a couple cups on the table.
Oh, no.
I was hammered.
One of my buddies
was like 13
that.
games in.
I was figuring out because me and my buddy, we used to drink a lot, and I was thinking, like, why are we losing? And then somebody bounced the ball. He swatted all our shit. I'm like, that's why, because you're too fucking drunk and you suck.
So, yeah, you could not swat the bounce.
Yeah.
And if you had a personal, there was no death cup.
Aw.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. If you're holding a beer and
Those
you
are
can
the
make it in
best
that person's
rules.
beer,
Those are the best rules.
game over.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, like, whatever. From there's variances and whatever.
And I've never hit a death cup.
Oh, you haven't?
I've never done it. I
I have.
very, very close.
One time.
Did you really?
Oh, I danced around
man.
for 7 minutes.
Did you? Well, you have to.
Yeah.
That's like hitting a full court shot in basketball.
Yeah.
It's
was great.
amazing.
Yeah. It was kind of like my achievement of life.
It should be.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I never knew about that.
It was like 7 years ago.
Congratulations.
But I have a poster on my wall representing that night.
Now, there was some chick that was holding their cup and then was talking to some of their friends, and I was like, room, and just threw it. Bounced off the titty, off the cup. I was like, oh, man.
That'd have been perfect.
Almost.
Oh, goddamn. That'd have been a great combo.
Yeah, it would have been.
Fatheads Brewery, which I believe I've talked about on the show. I've had them up in Portland, but they are based out of Ohio. They're going to stop selling in Florida. I just thought Florida's so shitty.
They're too crazy, man.
They're pulling out.
They're not ready for it.
Yeah, it's great. This is interesting. Beer volumes are declining in markets where recreational cannabis is legal.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So if you can get high, you don't drink as much, apparently. Let me vow to the craft beer industry right now.
There you go.
Just passed here in California.
Let's do it.
And beginning of 2018, we can start buying. And I will be buying I will not be letting my craft beer market down.
Nope.
That's right.
I will not either.
Absolutely not.
You have loyal fans right here.
That's right.
We are going to keep you afloat.
That's right.
And keep me a drunk.
Ride or die, baby.
You let us know how much
Thanks,
you need.
Ben.
Yeah.
I live my life. I don't know.
One bong hit at a time.
Yeah. And then I still drink my beer, my Corona.
Yeah, he's not helping the craft beer
He's not.
industry.
Damn you, Vin Diesel.
Yeah, damn you, Vin Diesel, dude. Real quickly, I just wanted to run through this. I thought this was kind of interesting. Big beers to keep you cozy this winter. This is from craftbeer.com. Just big, thick, wintry beers that you should like.
Cool.
And if you guys have had or heard any, let me know.
Sure.
Adaman from Pikes Peak Brewing in Colorado. I've had Pikes Peak Brewing, but I've never had Adaman.
Wait. Is that
Adaman. Adaman.
Oh,
Yeah.
Adaman. Oh, you're right.
But
You
every
say it
A
like
is
that?
capitalized.
Adaman.
It's really weird. Every A is capitalized.
Wow.
Repairman.
Really?
Man.
Pikes Peak Brewing Winter Seasonal is made with honey, cinnamon, orange peel, and ginger, and is a tribute to an annual New Year's Eve climb. The Adaman Club, a unique group of mountaineers who each year on December 30th and 31st climb the icy slopes of Bar Trail on the east face of the world's famous Pikes Peak. So there's your name.
Okay.
What else we got? Belgian Freeze from River Horse Brewing in Ewing, New Jersey. It's 8%. Belgian-style ale made with a variety of malts, lending notes of raisin and caramel, combined with a Trappist yeast. Oh, El Trappist.
Oh, there you go.
That's from last week.
Hey.
It's Spanish for the Trappist. Provide a malty yet spicy remedy that will warm you from the inside, which, like the story behind the brewery, founded by self-described finance geeks who felt they were living in a world without soul. Dire Wolf from Wolf Ridge Brewing in Columbus, Ohio, 10.3%. That's going to keep you warm. Wolf's Ridge, not as warm as my 16.8 that made me puke.
Oh, shit.
Wolf's Ridge releases special variants of the award-winning Dire Wolf throughout the year, including this bold winter seasonal, which blends the flavors of dark chocolates, espresso, caramel, and bread and oats. That sounds nice to me. FFF Holiday Ale from Double Barley Brewing in Smithfield, North Carolina. It's Triple H's biggest nemesis, Triple F. The game. FFF Holiday Ale is a Belgian strong ale with a blend of spices and vanilla extract. The brewery says this beer was created not only to represent the holiday season, but more importantly, to help you survive the holiday season. Whether you have one to tolerate the influx of your family, or you give one to that annoying uncle so he's more tolerable, this beer will do the trick. Wouldn't you give it to you so your uncle's more tolerable?
Yeah.
That's true, right? Hey.
What was that name again? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me some of that.
Yeah, it's the
I don't have any uncles to
ale.
tolerate. I just want to get through the holiday
Yeah,
season.
you got other family members. Yeah. Full Sail Bourbon Imperial Stout. That's what I'm talking about. From Full Sail Brewing in Hood River, Oregon. Full Sail says this season's bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout is a deep and complex brew that is black as night with a strong and roasted malt character and full body.
I like it.
Sounds like Kobe Bryant's online dating ad. The beer was originally brewed in November 2015, then aged in wild turkey bourbon casks. Oh, straight out of Kentucky. That sounds nice. Brewery suggests pairing a glass bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout with a steak, braised meat and short ribs, Cascadia Creamy Glacier Brew, or Stilton cheese. I like all of it. And chocolate and desserts of all kind.
Yeah.
Especially vanilla ice cream. Georgia Porter Authority from Eagle Creek Brewing Company in Statesboro, Georgia. The brewery says it's rich, full-bodied double porter has aromas of spicy rye malt, chocolate, and burnt sugar. Even more chocolate in the flavor as the alcohol burns you up. Alcohol burn warms you up. That was hard to say. Ghost of Emogene from 50 West Brewing Company.
Emogene? Like emotional gene?
I don't know. It's IMOGENE.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Such an emo. 50 West Brewing brings a chill to your spine with a bit of ghost story brewed into its Ghost of Emogene, a hauntingly delicious Russian Imperial Stout named after Emogene Remus, who was murdered by her notorious bootlegger husband, George Remus, in Cincinnati's Eden Park.
And that's a holiday beer?
Apparently.
Oh,
That
good old
sounds more
George.
like a Halloween one.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, ghosts
Atta boy,
of
George.
Ghosts of beers past.
Apparently.
Yeah, maybe.
What else? Oh, Later Dude from Boulder Creek or Boulder Beer, Boulder,
I
Colorado.
like that one.
Later Dude is a barrel-aged wheat wine ale and the fourth release in Boulder Beer's barrel-aged Dude series. Large portion of wheat in the mash provides a soft, round, and mouthfeel, complemented by notes of vanilla, raisin, and toffee from aging it in its first-use whiskey barrels from Breckenridge Distillery. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it.
21st Amendment Brewery up in NorCal, San Leandro. I have a 21st Amendment that I need to share with you guys. It is a collaboration between 21st Amendment, Stone, and Firestone.
Oh, shit.
It is amazing. It's a black IPA. It's fucking insane.
Mm.
It's called, that one's called El Camino Unreal. This one is called Lower de Boom. 21st Amendment's Lower de Boom is powerfully balanced American-style barley wine packed with citrusy Pacific Northwest hops. The beer pours chestnut brown in the glass with notes of toffee malt, fruitcake toast, piney hops, and more than a hint of alcohol.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was the first American craft beer in a can offered in traditional barley wine nip size.
Wow.
Okay.
I like nip size.
Yeah, nip size is good. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Roundabout from Bonfire Brewing in Eagle, Colorado. There's a lot of Colorado beers.
Yeah, man.
They say Roundabout is a dry hopped imperial red ale featuring a bold roasted flavor which is rounded out with a touch of caramel malt sweetness. The beer gets its name after a series of lengthy projects that added 5 new roundabouts to the city. Bonfire wanted a beer to celebrate the years of traffic headaches coming to an end. There's more on there. You guys should check it out at craftbeer.com if you're looking for some wintry beers.
There you go. Seasonal beers there.
Yes.
Yes, please check
Yeah.
them out. It's good stuff. This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
That's right.
Let's be honest here.
The main
Have you seen the
event.
latest moving
Literally.
picture? Let's talk movies for guys.
Probably lasts longer than the actual main event.
So last week, I'm hitting you guys off with all the Christmas movies to kind of spell you through all the shitty Christmas movies that are probably playing on TV right now.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, I hit you guys up with some Krampus. This week, I'm going to hit you up with a personal favorite of mine. It's Santa's Sleigh. And it's a story about an evil Santa Claus that goes homicidal and starts killing people. So here's the trailer.
Grandpa, I want the truth about Christmas.
If it's the truth you want, then it's the scary truth you're gonna have.
According to the Book of Claus, Santa, Satan's only son, lost a bet and was forced to spread Christmas cheer. But now, all bets are off.
Santa?
Yes, there is a Santa Claus. Ho, ho, hoes.
Santa Claus is not a myth or a legend. He's real. Only he's not bearing gifts and presents anymore.
Christmas can sure scare the dickens
Buried
out of
jackhammers.
Scary yet educational.
I'm just trying to spread a little Yuletide fear.
Are you saying Santa is offing everyone who's naughty and nice?
Nicholas shot him!
You shot Santa?
Run away! Santa's on the loose!
This holiday season, ho, ho, ho. Lock your doors. Bolt the windows. Oh, Grandpa got run over by a reindeer.
Everyone stand back. Things are about to get a little messy.
And block the chimney. 'Cause naughty or nice, Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa's Sleigh.
Go ahead, kid. Let's see what Santa got you.
I hate children.
So yeah, there's a trailer for Santa's Sleigh, and like the trailer said, it takes the story of Santa Claus and kind of explains it in the way that I guess in 1,000 years ago, a son of Satan made a bet with the devil, and it ended up losing. And so for the next 1,000 years, he had to go ahead and kind of put on this fake Yuletide kind of joy and cheer and deliver presents to all the children. Well, in this movie, that 1,000 years is up. And he's gonna go back to killing people. And you think, oh, well, what the hell? Like, that's Santa Claus. And how can you make Santa Claus so evil? Who would do such a thing? Well, think about this. There's one person that doesn't follow that religion, doesn't really care about Santa or Christmas, probably.
True.
And it would probably be someone following the Jewish persuasion. And what better than the biggest Jew? The biggest, scariest Jew of them all, Bill Goldberg. He's going to come down and he's going to destroy the vision of Santa for you. And I was tickled by that. I was just like, that's a perfect idea for someone to destroy Santa Claus.
Just tickled.
Yeah, make it somebody that just absolutely despises the holiday, and that's got to be Goldberg.
Who else would it be?
Yeah, who else? Yeah, who's next? Exactly. So Goldberg.
Christmas is next.
Yeah.
That should have been the tagline.
Oh, shit.
Christmas is next.
I like that tagline.
Oh.
That should have been it.
Just resold the movie.
Exactly. They should do that. But I got to give them some thumbs up for the casting. Putting Goldberg in there. I got to say, and the movie itself.
Kevin Nash wasn't available.
The casting itself, I mean, okay, what are you expecting from a B movie? You're going to put on, say, Sharknado 4
right.
or something like that. You
calling Sharknado a B movie?
No.
It's a mighty generous.
It's an epic B movie, excuse me.
Yes.
But, you know what you're going to get, and, you're not going to sit down and say, hey, I'm going to watch a good movie tonight. You're probably halfway through a case of some seasonal beer, or maybe you got some mistletoe or something. You're ready to watch a stupid movie. This is the one to pop in, and there's some nice cameos in here. Debo makes an appearance.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the store clerk, and he explains that he's there because the hood is getting too crazy, even for Debo, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's in there. A lot of the violence is it's really awesome, like the gore, and I want to say, even you're saying, hey, Goldberg is a wrestler. Is he going to do some wrestling moves? I got to say, there's a spear in the movie.
Oh.
You got to watch for the spear. He plants it on somebody. So that's in there. Like I said, it's a B movie. The acting is terrible. The story doesn't make sense.
How dare you?
My kind of movie.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a movie that clearly doesn't take itself seriously, and you can tell. Like I said, 5 minutes into the movie, they've exhausted their budget because there's a family, and it has James Caan is in there. If you remember him from The Godfather, he played Sonny. Fran Drescher's in there. From The Nanny.
Right.
Chris Kattan is in there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's just they've exhausted their entire budget on the first 5 minutes of the movie. They say, hey, let's kill everybody that we paid to be here in this movie. James Caan isn't even credited in the movie. I mean, he's probably
really?
he was like, I'll be in this piece of shit, but don't say I was in it. You know what I mean? Like,
don't tell my agent.
Yeah, exactly. So even he doesn't want any part of it. But like I said, you're watching Home Alone for the 1,000th time or something. Like this beats that easily. Like it's a fun take on Santa. Goldberg is the man to destroy the image that we have of Santa Claus, and it's a lot of. It's a good time, so recommend that one for you to watch and have fun with it. Don't take it seriously.
It should be pointed out that it's not Santa's sleigh, as in like SLEIGH.
Oh, right.
It's SLAY.
Oh yeah, he's
Santa's sleigh.
He's coming to slay.
Yeah,
exactly. There's some awesome catchphrases in it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it after like I said, half a case of some seasonal beer.
I still think we should get this. Santa's next. Christmas is next.
Christmas is next.
Christmas.
There you go.
Either one works quite nicely.
Yeah. So then tune in next week.
Oh.
And I'll have a review for the movie The Night Before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Is that with Seth Rogen?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Anthony Mackie and Joe Galove.
Yeah. I'm interested about this one.
Yeah.
Because I avoided it, but thought maybe I should have seen it. So I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Good. Who's next?
That's next.
Oh, so good. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you guys for listening to The Unfiltered Gentleman. We're drunk, so we're going to end the show.
Hell yeah.
We got some more beer somewhere. You can find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com. We always post all of our beers of the week up there. So if you have any suggestions, just click on beer up at the top there at theunfilteredgentleman.com.
That's us.
We're on social medias, facebook.com/unfilteredgentleman, on Instagram, The Unfiltered Gentleman, on Twitter at unfilteredgents. Don't forget to follow the Beer Girl at It's the Beer Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And, of course, our newest sports trivia lady friend of the show. I don't know what to call her. Elvia at
Groupie.
Never... Yeah.
Groupie.
Well, it's much easier.
Yeah, exactly.
At NeverGuilty187 on the Instagrams. And don't forget our phone number, 805-538-BEER. Tell me to call or text or whatever you got.
Clipboard.
Oh, nice. Yes.
He's back in the game.
I did it.
Oh, Dan's back in the
man.
Oh,
What a clutch burper.
Oh, yeah, I was at the buzzer right there.
I think he needs some crutches, but he pulled it out. So
chamois for the mic, I think.
we're gonna need a new condom for that. Oh, so that's all we got for now. Keep drinking, keep showing us your beers. Hashtag show us your beers on social medias and all that good stuff. And on that note, good night, everybody.